consumer buying behavior. Okay, so we have individual factors, social factors, psychological factors, situational factors, environmental factors. Okay, so those are the factors influencing consumer buying behavior. Okay, so consumer buying behavior is influenced by a variety of factors, including individual, social, cultural, psychological, and situational factors. Understanding these influences helps marketers develop effective strategies to target and engage consumer. Some of the key factors influencing consumer buying behavior include: first is the individual factors. Okay. So when it comes to demographics, factors such as age, gender, income, occupation, education, and family life cycle stage can influence consumer preferences, needs, and purchasing behavior. Okay. So, characteristic kang napatas kang edad, the gender, ang income mo, ano obra mo, anong education nga natapos mo, and family life stage, maka-affect kang consumer preferences, needs, and buying behavior. So for instance, no, a young single professional may have different preferences and needs compared to a middle-aged parent. Okay? So when it comes naman sa personality and lifestyle, kang sa ka-individual factors, so consumers' personality traits, values, interests, and lifestyle choices influence their product preferences, brand choices. Okay, so consumers' personality traits, values, interests, and lifestyle choices impact their product preferences and brand selections. So sang kasam example is uh, ang sangka adventurous individual might prefer ka mga outdoor gear or mga outdoor gear brands that align with their activity or sa anda nga lifestyle, no? So when it comes naman sa perceptions and attitudes, consumer perceptions, beliefs, attitudes, and past experiences shape their perceptions of products, brands, and purchasing decision. Okay, so consumers' perceptions and the mga beliefs, attitudes, and the past experiences shape how or paano nanda ma-perceive ang sangka produkto or sangka brands and make purchasing decisions. So example na if someone who have values sustainability may prefer nanda ang mga eco-friendly brands and product due to their positive attitude toward the environmental conservation. Okay? So those are the demographics, personality and lifestyle, perception and attitude kang sangka individual factors. So how about the social factors? Okay. So, social factors, no? So, reference group. Social groups such as mga family, of friends, peers, and social media influencers can influence consumer purchasing decision through recommendations, mga opinions, and social norms. Okay. So, ang mga social groups kang napatas ka mga family, yung mga friends, yung mga katrabaho, no, and the social media influencers have a significant impact sa sangka consumer when it comes to purchasing decisions. So, diyan ka masilid sa mga recommendations nanda, the opinions and social norms from these groups influence consumer behavior. So, example, no, if a person's friends ginrecommend na ang particular nga restaurant, so they may be more inclined to dine there. So, kung ang friend mo ginrecommend na ang restaurant nga ginakanan-ananda, so possible nga pwede makamurig to magkaon, no? So, that is reference group sa social factors. So, social status and identity. So, consumers social status, cultural background, and identity influence their consumption patterns, brand choices, and purchasing behavior. Okay. So, consumer social status and cultural backgrounds and identity play a role their consumption patterns and brand choices. So, factors such as ang andang income level, andang occupations, and the cultural identity influence which products or brands um, ang anda nga gusto nga i-purchase. So, example, no, kung social status and identity is if someone from a higher socio-economic background may prefer, kung mga manggranan, bala na grupo ka mga manggranan, so they prefer to buy luxury brands as a status symbol. Okay? So, makita mo, no, mahambal mo nga manggranan ng isang katao kung makita mo nga gasuksok ta na ka mga Dior, Gucci, no, so, etc., no, on any luxury brands kung ano mo dyan, ano. So, next is, socialization and culture sa may social factors. Okay, so, cultural values, norms, traditions, and socialization processes shape consumers' behaviors, preferences, and consumption patterns. Okay, so cultural values, the norms, traditions, and socialization processes greatly may impacta na sa consumers' behavior, kung ano ang preferences and consumption patterns sa gusto nanda. So, cultural factors influence what products are considered nga appropriate, desirable, or taboo within a society. Example, no, sa iba nga mga kultura, no, certain colors or symbols may mga specific nga meaning nga affecting the product preferences and purchases. Okay. So, next is psychological factors. Okay, so motivation and needs. So consumer needs, desires, and motives drive their purchasing behavior. So these needs can be physiological, safety, social esteem, or self-actualization needs as proposed by Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay. So, when it comes to motivation and needs ni psychological factors, consumer needs, desires, and motives are key drivers of their purchasing behavior. So, these needs can align sa kay Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which includes ang pinaka-bottom nga part to gani kay na is the physiological, the next is the safety, social, esteem, and ang pinaka-top is the self-actualization needs. So, example karian is if someone may purchase a home security system para ma-fulfill nanda ang andangan need when it comes sa safety kag sa security. Okay? So, how about the perception and learning? So, consumers' perceptions, interpretations, and learning experiences influence how they perceive and evaluate products, brands, and marketing messages. Okay, the buyer's perceptions, interpretations, and learning experiences shape how they perceive and kung paano nanda i-evaluate ang sangka product, brands, and marketing messages. So, for example, no, if ang sangka consumer may positive have positive past experiences with a brand, so they may perceive its more or they may perceive its product more favorably. Okay? So next is attitude and beliefs. So consumers, no, attitudes, beliefs, and cognitive biases influence their perceptions, preferences, and decision-making process. So, the consumers' attitudes kuno anda nga paniniwala and anda nga cognitive biases maka-influence when it comes for their perceptions. So, when it comes to their preferences and decision-making process. So, these factors can be shaped by personal experiences, the cultural influences, and marketing efforts. So, example na if a consumer hold a positive attitude toward amount to kayo nahambal ko example no sustainability, no, kung maka-sustainability tana ang customer nga rian, so mas gina-prefer nandang eco-friendly nga mga products and brands. Okay, so next we have the situational factors. Okay, so in purchase context, situational factors such as time, location, occasion, and urgency influence consumer purchasing decisions. So, for example, consumers may make different buying decisions when shopping online versus in store or when shopping for a specific occasion or event. Okay, So, situational factors like kano ka mga oras, no, lokasyon, ka mga occasion, or kung ang urgency na makabakal nga impact sa sangka consumers or the consumers purchasing decision. So, consumers may make different buying decisions when maga-shop sanda sa online versus nga ga-shop sanda sa store mismo kang brand nga gusto nanda baklon. Okay, or naga-shop sanda sa sangka specific occasion or event. So, ang sample na karian is if someone nagbakal ta na kang snack impulsively while waiting in line at a checkout counter. Okay, so kung diin man na mapa ano no kung babakal ka man diyan kara sa may online no like mga Lazada, Shopee no, pwede mo man nga magbakal sa store no, pwede ka man magbakal kung diin ko nga event like for example may mga events big mga boutiques no nga gabaliga sanda diyan kara ka mga kaong ano-ano diyan no. So amurang situational factors when it comes to purchase context when it comes naman sa marketing and promotion. Now marketing stimuli such as advertising, promotions, discounts, packaging and product placement influence consumers perception, preferences and purchasing decision. Okay, so marketing stimuli such as mga advertising, no, makita mo mga promotions, sa mga discounts balari ano, mga packaging, and product placement also maka-affect sa consumers' perception and nga preferences and purchasing decision. So for example, ang limited time discount balara or ang mga well-designed product display pwede ra ta na maka-attract sa sangka consumer no or sa sangka buyer to make a purchase they otherwise wouldn't have no. So bisan hindi na kailangan kay namian sa packaging cute ang packaging no or naka-discount ta na ginbakal nanda no. So that is the marketing and promotion in situational factors. So next is availability and accessibility. So factors such as product availability, accessibility, distribution channels, and convenience influence consumer purchasing decisions and choices. So, factors kano like ka mga product kung available ang sangka product no ang accessibility ka sangka product, the distribution channels no, and the convenience influence ka sangka consumers purchasing decision and choices. So example kang availability and accessibility if the consumers are more likely to purchase a product if it's readily nga available rentana sa store no or through convenient online channels. So kung dyan lagi no pag once nga place order na available tan or pag search na dyan online no, okay available ang product, okay size blah blah blah, okay place order delivery no. So additionally easy access no to a product or service increases the likelihood of purchase no, lalo na bala sa mga impulsive buyer nga rian no. Kumbaga mas impulsive sa nakarang nga pag nakita na nga okay gusto ko magbakal ka amo kaya nga sapatos kaya namian ako. Tapos pagkita na check do online dyan lagi or atin cheche boreche no, diretso check out no, add to cart check out no. So that is the situational factors. So next we have the environmental factors. So economic factors such as inflation, unemployment, income levels, and consumer confidence influence consumer purchasing power and spending behavior. Okay, so economic conditions or economic factors such as mga inflation, unemployment, no, wala tayong mga obra, no, kung, income level, no, and the consumer confidence impact consumers purchasing power and spending behavior. So ang example is during periods of economic downturn, no, consumers may be more cautious when it comes sa anda nga spending or nagangita sanda ka mga cheaper alternatives. Okay, so kung kumbaga song panahon ng taghirap no, so wala sanda ka kumbaga gagastos sa ngita sanda kang mas affordable no or cautious sanda pagdating sa pag-spend kang anda nga kwarta. Okay, so how about the technological advances sa environmental factors? So, technological innovations, advancements, and disruptions influence consumers' product choices, shopping behavior, and brand preferences. Okay. So, technological innovations, no, mga advancement and disruptions influence ang maka-influence sa may consumers product choices, no? So makaka-influence kang anda nga behavior when it comes to shopping and brand preferences, no? So for instance na mga paras wala kang mga patindog or the rise of e-commerce and mobile shopping has changed how consumers shop and interact with brands, leading no to shift in consumers behavior and preferences. Okay, so when it comes to legal and regulatory environment, legal factors such as mga consumer protection laws, product safety regulations, and industry standards influence consumer trust, confidence, and perceptions of brands and products. Okay, so legal factors such as protection, consumer protection laws, ang product safety regulations, and industry standard affect the consumer trust, no, kung ano ka confident ang consumer kag ano ang perception kag sa consumer sa sang brands and products. So compliance with regulations also can enhance consumer trust and confidence in a brand, while mga violations no can lead to negative perceptions and reputations or the reputation damage. Now for example, no, if ang sangka brands that prioritize transparency and compliance with safety regulations may earn kang trust or loyalty kang sangka consumer. Okay, so that is the environmental factors. So by understanding these factors influencing consumer buying behavior, ang sangka marketers or mga organization, mga the companies can develop targeted marketing strategies, product offerings, and promotional tactics to effectively engage and maka-influence ang mga consumers throughout their purchasing journey.